If you're watching this video, you probably already know what an iceberg is. But just in case, an iceberg presents information about a topic from the most known at the tip of the iceberg, and it becomes increasingly more obscure as you go towards the bottom. I wanted to make an iceberg video about cricket for a very long time, but spoiler alert, an iceberg about cricket does not exist. So I just made one of my own. Enjoy! Tip of the iceberg. Pranav Dhanwade's 1009 runs. This happened in a school game between Srimati K.C. Gandhi and Arya Gurukul. The innings has been criticized for the weak bowling attack of the opposition, but I don't think that takes away anything from the incredible innings that he played. Don Bradman missed the 100 average by just 4 runs. Don Bradman had an average of 99.94 at the end of his career. He got out for a duck in both innings in his final game. Had he scored just one boundary in either of the innings, just one shot, he would have had an average of a perfect 100. Sunil Gavaskar got switched at birth. So this is a popular legend at this point, especially in India. He got switched in the hospital, and the only reason he got identified is because he had a hole in his ear and his maternal uncle saw that. Surface level. The Ashes was created because of a clever article. England lost to Australia for the first time on home soil in 1882. The English media and cricket fans were so distraught over this, they said that this was the end of English cricket as they knew it, which led to the clever article that English cricket is dead and the Ashes will be taken to the stadium. It is still funny how prestigious this series has become since then, and the fact that at one point it threatened the diplomatic ties between the two countries. More on that later. Sachin played for Pakistan before India. In 1987, there was a match in Mumbai where Javed Miandad and Abdul Qadir left the field. So Sachin was asked to field, who was the 12th man of the Indian team, and instead he played for the Pakistani team. So technically, he played in an international cricket game for Pakistan before he did for India. Inzamam ul Haq is infamously called Alu. This happened during the 1997 Sahara Cup in Toronto when a man called him Alu and Inzi tried to attack him. The fact that Inzi was so distraught over this comment made the chant caught on, and the people called him Alu thereafter. Bapu Nandkarni bowled 21 consecutive maiden overs. This happened against England in 1964, where he bowled 131 consecutive dot ball. He bowled for 32 overs, out of which 27 were maiden. He only gave away 5 runs, and interestingly, he did not take a single wicket in that match. Middle of the iceberg. The longest cricket match lasted for 14 days. This is often called the timeless test. It happened between South Africa and England, and unsurprisingly for cricket, the match did not have a result after 14 days of cricket. The match ended in a draw. This happened in 1939, and the only reason the match stopped was because the English team had to catch a train which would not have been available later. So, cricket is a funny game. Viv Richards and Ellis Perry have played both cricket and FIFA World Cup. Vivian Richards played for Antigua's squad in 1974 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, and Ellis Perry, arguably the greatest all-rounder cricket has produced, played in the 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup, where she reached the quarterfinals and she even scored a goal for Matildas in the quarterfinal. Talk about being an all-rounder in a sport. Trevor Chappell's underarm ball versus New Zealand. This happened in a 1981 ODI game where 6 runs were needed off a single ball to tie the game. Greg Chappell told his younger brother to bowl an underarm delivery, so New Zealand did not even have a chance of hitting a big stroke. This was such a huge moment in history of cricket that it led to the amendment of international laws of cricket. Cricket at the 1900 Olympics. This ended up being a one-off between a British club and a French team. The British club won the test match by 158 runs. It was honestly shameful for cricket more than anything. Belinda Clark was the first to score 200 in ODIs. Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, aka the god of cricket, the master blaster, is normally touted as the first cricketer to score 200 runs in an ODI game. But actually it was Belinda Clark who did it against Denmark in 1997. She scored 229 runs not out. Wilfred Rhodes, the greatest first-class cricketer. Wilfred Rhodes took 4,204 wickets. He scored 39,969 runs and played for a total of 30 years and 315 days. He retired at the young age of 52. He is without a doubt the greatest cricketer of Yorkshire's dominant period in the early 1900s. Bodyline series, Ashes 1932-33. This was the series that threatened the diplomatic ties between the two countries. This was a strategy used by the English team to counter Sir Donald Bradman. The English bowlers bowled bouncers at the Australian batters' bodies. This was during a time when there were no helmets or proper protective gear. This strategy was considered overly aggressive and it even threatened the diplomatic ties between the two countries. Bottom of the iceberg. Bert Vance's 77-run over. This happened in 1990 in a first-class match. Canterbury needed 95 runs to win in 2 overs. To encourage them to go after the target and lose wickets in the process, Vance bowled a 22-ball over with 17 no-balls and only 5 legal deliveries. The umpire lost track of proceedings. So he bowled a 22-ball over and he did not actually complete the over. Bob Crisp's incredible life. So this is an insane story which was best described by Abhishek Mukherjee as a once-in-a-generation character who also happened to play cricket. Bob Crisp took 4 wickets in 4 balls twice. He climbed Mount Kilimanjaro twice. He wrote a book. He commanded a M3 Stuart tank in World War II. He became a journalist post-war. He was a staunch warrior against apartheid and he survived a boat wreck and cancer. He beat cancer. His cancer recovery was so miraculous that it became a matter of research for oncologists. Misconduct of IPL cheerleaders. Now this is a really sensitive topic so I won't go into the full details but you can look it up, I will link it in the description. Gabriella Pascalotto revealed that some cricketers used to get drunk and behave inappropriately with the cheerleaders in the infamous IPL after parties. There are several accounts which tell that the cheerleaders weren't treated in a respectable manner, whether it came to their safety or to the provision of basic amenities. Don Bradman reversed the batting order in 1936-37 Ashes. This happened on January 1st, 1937. Australia elected to bat and made 200 on a bad pitch to bat, which was degrading really fast. So next day, England got all out for 76 on a wet pitch. Bradman knew that his team will have to bat on a bad pitch. So he sent his tailenders to bat and told them to block. This decision was laughed upon by the spectators and the English team. But it actually worked. His tailenders played till the pitch got a bit better and then the actual batters came in and did their job. Don Bradman himself scored a world record breaking 270 at number 7 as Australia went on to win the match by 366 runs. The first World Cup win for England was by the women's team in 1973 and spoiler alert, they actually won it. The English team beat Australia in the finals. There were 7 teams in the tournament, 2 of which were England and Young England. So yeah, it wasn't exactly the best of tournaments either. Fake IPL player. Fake IPL player was an infamous IPL blog that was written anonymously during 2009. A person was pretending to be a cricketer of Kolkata Knight Riders. This blog was extremely controversial at the time as the writer was writing fake stories about players, coaches and owners. The blog became rapidly popular and most people at the time thought it was Akash Chopra. And this theory became more popular as Akash Chopra left the IPL midway. But later it was found to be some random person. As soon as he revealed his identity, the blog died. James Anderson posed nude in a magazine. So yeah, I'm just going to leave this one here. Aluminium bat in 1979. Dennis Lilly brought an aluminium bat in a cricket game. He was asked not to play with it as it was damaging the ball. This bat was inspired by the replacement of wood in baseball. The Dark Abyss. Conspiracy Zone. India vs England 2019 World Cup. If India lost this match, Pakistan would have been out of the tournament. During the entirety of this match, it felt like India did not want to win the game, like they were trying to lose it on purpose. Ben Stokes even mentioned this in his autobiography, that all the players thought that India was not really trying. Even though the Indian batters were striking at 100 plus, they never really tried to break loose. Hansi Cronje's death. Hansi Cronje was very well respected. He became the South Africa captain in 1995. This man was seen as an ambassador of not only the game but of South Africa as a country. In the year 2000, he was caught for being involved in match fixing. He was handed a lifetime ban. In the year 2002, Cronje's flight from Johannesburg to his home of George was grounded. He then hitched a ride on a small private plane as the only passenger. This plane crashed because of low visibility and unusable navigational equipment, whatever that. He passed away at the young age of 32. There are many conspiracy theories that suggest that Hansi Cronje was taken out of the way because he was about to expose a huge cricket betting syndicate. CIA is trying to tire out the Indian team. I am not making this up. This is a genuine article on ESPN Cricinfo by Jamie Alter. This article talks about the Mumbai-based lawyer Prabhakar Pradhan, who filed a case against the CIA in the Mumbai High Court, alleging that the CIA is trying to tire out the Indian cricketers to humiliate them in international games. This is an actual PIL that was filed in Mumbai High Court. The Indian courts are famously full of unresolved cases, and this idiot took this case to Mumbai High Court. And thankfully, this plea was rejected by the Chief Justice of the High Court. Bob Woolmer's death. The day after Pakistan got knocked out of the 2007 World Cup, Bob was found dead in his hotel room. Initially, it was said that he passed away because of a heart attack. Then the story changed and it said that he passed away because of manual strangulation. And eventually the story was that he passed away because of natural causes. And sometime later, there were discrepancies in the toxicology report. Strangulation was never fully ruled out by the jury. And the case had an open verdict in the United Kingdom. It is theorized that he was about to reveal some misgivings in Pakistan cricket. RCB is not a cricket team. They are just a meme created by BCCI to make IPL more fun. Okay, people have to realize this at some point, right? Like, this has been going on for long enough. How else can you explain them having such great players and never winning the IPL? The answer is clear. They are not a real cricket team. Like, how do you explain them having the best and happiest content while they are always losing? It's like their purpose is not even to win. But anyway, that's about it for the iceberg. If you want to ask me anything about the iceberg, you can comment down below. I will be happy to explain all of it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.